Peace and love, y'all. Happy Tuesday. I pray that your day is going well thus far. Pray that your day is going well thus far. I wanted to hop on and talk about a few ways to set up your day to guarantee that you will have a flowing, productive, beautiful day. Beautiful day. So, first and foremost, I think, we really don't value as much as I think we should, or as much as I think we know to. We really don't value sleep as much as I think we should. When I purchased, or when I was gifted, actually, the Aura Ring, I really began to learn so much more about how much our sleep really impact how we will approach the next day. And it's not just feeling rested, but it's also about like being prepared for the day, mentally, emotionally, and physically. So the Aura Ring, it measures your, what they call readiness, and it also measures your readiness, and it's two categories. It's like it's measuring your recovery, like how ready are you physically, and then how ready are you energetically, as far as how much sleep you got. And it talks about your quality of sleep. You may have gotten 8 hours of sleep, but the quality of sleep may not have been that great. It tells you how much REM sleep you got, how much deep sleep you received, how much recovery you were able to get during that time. It measures all of that. So it uses certain things that it measure it with, like your heart rate and how long you were asleep, and did you move throughout the night, and all those different type of things play a role in the number that you get, as far as like your readiness number and your recovery number. So that's number one. How to like have a really productive, flowing, easy going day. I think first starts with how well did you sleep? How much quality was your sleep? Not how long you would sleep, but the quality of your sleep. The quality of your sleep. I talk about the quality, how we have to tune in more on quality in life. It's the quality, not quantity. It's not how many friends you have, it's what's the quality of friends you have. It's not how much water you drink. It also matters what's the quality of water you drink, because you could drink a lot of water, but if it's not quality water, then it could have an impact on you, because believe it or not, some water is acidic. So if you're drinking acidic water and you're drinking a gallon of it, it may be having a opposite effect of what you're really wanting. It may be creating acidity in your body, and you don't even know that it's the water that you're drinking, because you're not drinking quality water. You may not think that it's important to drink quality water. So first and foremost, that's a whole nother topic, that I do talk about. I have a whole course, like a mini course, on increasing the quality of life through the quality of so many different things that you never maybe even thought of. So that's coming soon. I've been talking about this site that I'm putting together. It is my content site, my OU Ministries content site. And so in OU Ministries, I address spiritual, emotional, and physical wellness. And so I am pumping out content that is addressing so many different topics when it comes to our spiritual, emotional, and physical wellness. I'm having a whole lot of fun doing it, and I look forward to launching it. You all are going to love it. But anyway, so first and foremost, how to have a productive, easy flowing, good day starts with the quality of your sleep. So I always suggest, with my personal growth and development group, listen, y'all, I know y'all don't want me to run y'all life, but I'm telling y'all, go to bed. Have a sleep routine. I pump and push a morning routine, but also develop a sleep routine. My days became so much better when I established a true sleep routine and I honed in on it. Using this Aura ring really helped me with increasing the quality of my sleep. But I also tried different things like how do I feel? How do I sleep if I read before I go to bed? How do I feel if I meditate? I used to read before I went to bed because there's something about reading before you go to bed. You gonna fall asleep. You gonna go to sleep. You gonna go to sleep. So, but what I found is I sleep better when I meditate before I go to sleep. Because what happens is whatever I read before I go to sleep, my mind starts to process it in my sleep. And so I'm like having these lucid dreams about what I'm reading, and it kind of decreases the quality of my sleep. Yeah. So I tried out for a few weeks. And when you're trying things, I say do it for like at least 4 weeks, and see how it's going for you. And then if you say, okay, well, I want to try something different, then pause a week, like give yourself pause doing nothing, especially if it's like supplements or something for about a week, and then try the different thing for the next 4 weeks and see what works for you. But anyway, I tried out meditation before I went to sleep. And what I found is, I sleep better when I meditate instead of read before I go to sleep. Like literally when I say sleep better, I mean the readiness number from my Aura ring goes sky high for my readiness when I meditate versus when I read before I go to sleep. So develop a sleep routine and it will greatly impact your next day. It will greatly impact your next day. So the next thing is how to guarantee that you have a productive and easy flowing day is a morning routine. Establish a good morning routine and stick with it. My morning routine involves me, first of all, because I sleep well, I can get up early. It's something about getting up early. You hear plenty of people talking about, the quote unquote most successful people in the world always say, get up early. And we hear the whole, early bird catch the worm, but it's not about getting up early and grinding. I want to dispel that. Like, don't get up early to grind. Get up early to tune in, tap in to the infinite flow of energy, of easy flowing, abundant, productive energy. And you can do that by getting up early in the morning, meditation, devotion, prayer, journaling, breath work, yoga, any of those different type of things can really help you to tap into the universal current of easy flowing energy. My morning routine look like, first thing when I get up in the morning, I start to drink my water, my morning water. I like to drink loads of water in the morning because I like to, pardon me if it's TMI, but I like to, for my digestive system to flow, if you get what I mean, in the morning time. I like to empty out in the morning time. And because I just like that, I don't really want to let that be something that I have to wait during the day and all of that to do. So I start to drink my water. If I get in, depending on how much water I get in, it could come quickly, like it just like that. And so I definitely get in my water, and I also get in my water in the morning because I try not to drink water past 6 o'clock. And I do that because if I drink water past 6, then what am I going to be doing at nighttime? Waking up to go use the restroom. And what is that going to do? Interrupt the quality of my sleep. And so I try not to drink water past 6 o'clock. So I drink it early in the morning, all the way up and up into the afternoon. The other thing that I do in the morning is I drink lime or lemon, some type of citrus tea that I put together. So it's lime, and I always add my positive energy tea. I mean, I keep that on hand, period. Like, I be blowed when I don't have it, so I buy it in bulk. Positive energy tea, and sea moss. I put sea moss in there, And that's really it. Sometimes I'll add some different things just depending on what's going on. I was adding ginger for a little while recently. But yeah, usually it's the lime, alkaline water, sea moss, and the positive energy tea. And so I sip on the tea. Once I'm drinking the water and I get my tea together, I sit down for some meditation or some breath work, or journaling, or all of the above, for about an hour, about an hour, sometimes longer, just depending on what time I got up. And it really sets the tone for the day. It puts my mind on something. It puts my mind on something that is going to tap me into a good flow of energy, because your mind is your garden. You plant seeds every moment in your mind, and those seeds are going to grow. They're going to grow your thoughts for the day, your vibe for the day. Like, all of that is going to be a part of your day because of how you start your day and how you're thinking, so that morning routine is just so important. The morning routine is just, it really just is so important. After I do my meditations, and I drop my son off at school, before I start my work day, I sit down and do a to-do list. I write everything down, all the way to reading. So my to-do list has certain things on it that's a non-negotiable. So I'm going to it's a must for me to read something for 30 minutes during my work day, to break and read something during the work day. The other thing the other thing that is a non-negotiable is movement. There has to be 30 minutes of movement in my work day. And I really situate my life. I really situate where I'm at and where I'm going and where I work from with that in mind, with my movement in mind. So I'm oftentimes not at my spot, which has the garden. But if I am at my place and it has the garden, I'll pause for the cause and go take a walk through the garden. That's always beautiful, of course. So I'll do that. But I like to work away from home, away from my location. And so if I choose whatever cafe I choose or something like that, I'm going to want to choose the one that has maybe a walking trail near there. I'm in Atlanta, so the Beltline extends all the way across the city these days. And so you're liable, if you go somewhere on the Beltline, they've built it up where, it has a cafe or it has some kind of restaurant you can work from and you can go for a stroll, so I do that. But I'm thinking about that so that my day can flow and it can be in alignment with what I know I need for my flow, my wellness, my, productivity. I'm consciously living so that I can accomplish that. So I make sure I do my to-do list every day. Let me get back to that because I can get off on tangents. But I make sure I do my to-do list every day, because what I found for myself is, because I'm an entrepreneur and I wear a lot of hats, my mind can get really filled with all of the tasks and all those different things that I have to do. And I see y'all questions and y'all shouting out. I'm going to shout y'all out in a second, but I'm focusing on the road, honey, because this morning traffic, it ain't even really that bad, but I be focusing because, you got to drive for everybody in Atlanta. I don't know about other cities. I'm from the A, so I know about Atlanta. You got to drive for other people, honey, because I be watching people 4, 5, 6 cars ahead. I don't be playing with these folks out here who living reckless on their insurance. Anyway, so I find that because I'm an entrepreneur and I wear so many hats, that my mind can get really filled with the tasks, and not just the current tasks, but I'm always striving to expand and build. So I may be thinking, about something expansion, and I'm always trying to manage and be proactive. And so I'm always thinking about how can I be proactive when it comes to my finances, when it comes to, grow every area of my business and every area of my life. And so the to-do list helps me to empty my mind prioritize the task that my mind is just going to sit with and be doing all of this with. So it helps me, that to-do list helps me to empty my mind, prioritize my time, prioritize my tasks, and then I focus whatever I got on that to-do list. That's all I'm doing. I'm not coming outside of that. And I also structure it where I don't put too many things on my to-do list. You know, I don't have like a billion things. Of course, our to-do list can be 5 pages long. No, you got 10 to 12 tasks. That's why I get me max 12 tasks. And 2 of those are already gone, because one of them tasks is to read and the other task is to move. So you got 10 tasks that you can do. So again, my non-negotiables are, I'm going to read for 30 minutes every day, and I'm going to move for 30 minutes. Now, sometimes I'll have on there as a non-negotiable that to do something creative, especially if I'm feeling like I'm paying attention always to my energy and how I'm feeling and how my days are flowing. And so if I'm feeling like my days are a little too stressful, like it's a little tense, a little stressful, I'm going to put in there as a non-negotiable as well, something creative. So I always keep like a little adult coloring book or what's the name? Sketch pad, or, you know, something like that. I always keep, you know, in my car or in my book bag or whatever, just so I can have something creative to do. So I'll do that. I may do that as a non-negotiable for some time. That doesn't stay. That's not a constant. Reading and movement is a constant. But I sometimes put that on there. So that's also, the to-do list is also very helpful in creating a productive and flowing day. Now, this one other thing, because I'm about to pull up to my destination. I got to get moving because I was really late, kind of slowing around today. Like, I did a lot of juicing this morning, so it kind of put me a little bit behind on my usual schedule. The other thing that I want to mention in order to have a productive day is I don't break this, you know. And when I have in the past have broken this rule or this boundary, it really caused a disruption in my flow. And that is, I do not answer the phone, text, emails, or anything until after noontime. I am, for me, all the way up until noon. Afternoon, I'm here to service the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I got you. But prior to that, I'm here for me. I'm not here for anything or anyone else prior to that. You know, I'll take my son to school. Of course I do I service my son, but that's it. You know, I'm not doing all that other stuff prior to noon. Period, Pooh. And then I got a time in the evening time. I'm not answering the phone after a certain time. I'm not answering the text after a certain time. I got a button that I turn on for the world, and then I turn that mug off. And I don't play around with that. And my people will tell you, they like, girl, you stay with your do not disturb on. I sure do. Cause I ain't got time. Don't be coming over here bringing me your world. I got enough in my world to deal with. So that's another thing that really helped me to create, like, my days are extremely productive. You know, a lot of people ask, how can you do it all, Queen? You know, you got to do you got to do this, you know, these type of things in order to do it all. You know, you can't be, I have a lot of pouring to do, you know. Clearly, I am very clear that the Most High has put me on this earth to pour. As a teacher, as a sister, as a minister, all of these different things, and I'm having a good time with it. I give thanks, you know, and I wanted to stay that way. How many people have we seen who have been called to teach or minister or be a healer and all that stuff, and they transition early from like heart disease or diabetes or, you know, things, dis-ease that predominantly come from stress. It predominantly comes from stress. So, you know, I desire to enjoy the calling on my life. You know, God, I'm one that wants to either introduce the narrative, but I'm sure I'm not, because of a collective consciousness, I'm not the only one with this narrative, or I want to support the narrative that we are here to enjoy the calling on our lives. We're here to enjoy it. Gone on. I mean, let's let go of this notion of, well, it's my calling, you know, so I gotta do it. What you mean? You should be enjoying it. Whatever your calling is, enjoy that calling. And if you're not enjoying it, then you got to figure out a way to find your balance, because when you do, you will enjoy it. It will be fun for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it will be fruitful for you. It will sustain you in all ways. It will bring you joy. It will bring you peace. It will bring you abundance, all of that. If you're not living a life, if you are not, and this is to everybody, I don't care what God has called you to do. That God can call you to make popsicles, be a mama, walk dogs. It don't matter. Whatever your ministry is, whatever God has called you to do and to spend your time with in your life, for your lifetime, for the energy the things you find your hand to do. It should be something that is life-giving to you and life-giving to people. If you find yourself living a life where that is not the case, you may not be living in your calling. And a lot of times we're not living in our calling because we are afraid. We have this fear that we can't live in our calling because we got to pay our bills. We can't live in our calling because I got responsibilities. Well, that means you're putting more faith in your responsibility than your very destiny. Wow. So the bills trump your destiny? Yes, and it has in the past. That's how people like get over, throw that out. You know what God calling you to do? Girl, bye. You need to pay these bills, honey. Whoa, forget the bills. Like, I don't want no bills. I want to be happy. I want life. And the way we are able to achieve that, and maintain it and sustain it, is living your purpose. Live your calling. And if you don't know what that is, if you don't know what your calling is, if you're not quite clear about what is destiny, what is all of this, and how do I figure out my purpose? How do I figure out my calling? I invite you to book an introductory session with me. First time clients get a discount on a coaching session with me. That is what we talk about. Do you know your destiny? Do you know your calling? Do you feel like you're living in your purpose? If not, how can we get you there? People ask me, what kind of coaching you do? It changes, like every time. Like, I'll be like, living your purpose coaching, get your life together coaching, get your whole life coaching, find your abundance coaching, align with your destiny coaching. Like, that's the type of book a session. Book a session. Book a session. Yes, and give thanks, Planner Universe. I also have a couple of ebooks, and I got several that's going to be launched this year. Giving thanks to the Almighty for your strength and your insight and your clarity and your guidance in how I use my hands in order to produce things that are impactful for the world. Ashe. So book a session. Get the ebooks, but book a session because sometimes you do need help, you know, to figure it out, or to allow it to be revealed to you. I don't like to use the word figure it out because, you know, a lot of times people do way too much trying to figure stuff out. But nonetheless, you can book a session, you know, link in bio, or link in caption if you're watching this as a replay on YouTube. But nonetheless, you know, living in your purpose is beautiful. And like I said, I enjoy living in my calling. I'm grateful to live in my calling, and I'm desiring to live in my calling fruitfully, abundantly, healthfully, vibrantly, happily, you know, not like, girl, it's a lot. Like, and there are ways I had to figure out, or gratefully the Most High revealed to me how to live in this calling that God has put on my life in a fruitful, healthfully, vibrant, beautiful way. And a part of that are some of the things I talked about in this live. and I'm adamant about those things. No, you know what, Queen, can you could just, you ain't got to be so strict on yourself and all that stuff. I love to be strict on myself because my life is good, because I do have those disciplines. You can let your hair down sometimes. My hair it don't feel, discipline, devotion, and sacrifice does not feel stressful for me. My life began to go down the road of stress and anxiety and worry and fear and tiredness and all that kind of stuff when I am not disciplined, devoted, and sacrifice and making my sacrifices. Sacrifice makes sacred. I desire to live a sacred life. A sacred life is blessed and highly favored. And so I desire to do that. So for me, it's not that I don't go out late and I don't do this or do that because I think it's bad or it's wrong. It's not right for me. It's not in alignment with what I'm doing in life, because my fun is my fun. I enjoy different things. I don't know, you got to ask yourself, what do you value in life? What do you desire in life? What will bring you joy? And once you figure those things out, you got to line up with it, and you got to do it. And it's going to take some discipline, devotion, and sacrifice. And if you find yourself having a hard time disciplining yourself, or devoting yourself to something is just so difficult for you, then you may want to just back off. Don't. That's like a path of resistance. We don't need no resistance. And then just, I don't know, reevaluate what are your priorities, and, what do you want to devote yourself to? Because either way it go, you're devoting yourself to something in life. You may be devoting yourself to your habits and your vices and your these things that stem from a lot of things that people find themselves wrapped up in and feel like they can't let go of and all that stuff. It has been, you've attached to those things from something of imbalance, from something toxic. Some habits and things that people can't let go of is because it has been included in their lives because they're trying to get away from sadness or loneliness or fear or whatever those things. So you create these habits, or you start to indulge in these things that are toxic for you because what you didn't do is process the toxic emotions or the imbalances. So now you have things to my words are not going to come to me as fast as I want them to this morning. I've been fasting, so my man is like, But anyway, so now you've gotten these. It's kind of like how people go and get pills from the doctor's office instead of getting to the root of the issue. You're going to get pills to remedy the symptoms. That's what I'm trying to say. You do these things to remedy the symptoms of the sadness, to remedy the symptoms of the fear, the symptoms of the anger. But get to the root of it. Now, once you get to the root of it and do a level of healing, now create habits that can, that can combat those things, the sadness, the anger, the fear. And some habits, believe it or not, meditation can drown out a lot of that. Devotion time in the morning can drive out all of that. Oh, hey, you cute. Anywho, focus in. So you can create devotion time. My devotion time remedy a lot of the issues that come up during the day of living this life, because if you let your mind go and you're not, getting yourself together, your mind can take you everywhere. It can have you sad, scared, mad about something that happened when you was 13 years old, sad about something that happened that it's gone. It's been gone. And now you still mad about it. So you got to get yourself together. But anyway, let me go because I'm see if I can go catch up with my focus is going down. Anywho, I didn't want this to be super long anyway because I need to get going. So let me wrap this on up by saying I'm very excited about this content site that I'm building. I'm super excited about it. So I'm looking forward to launching that. So stay tuned for that. Secondly, I pray that I pray that something I said was resonant to help you to commit to doing what's needed to create the environment for yourself to have a productive, flowing, easy day. Ashe, like, you have control over that. You can't say, I can't do that. You know how many children I got, you know the job I got, you know the this I got. Okay, well, you gotta get it together, you know, because it is up to you. It really is ultimately up to you. It's not up to nobody else to create the environment for your success in no way, shape, or form. Your financial success, your emotional success, your whatever, you know, I'm using the word success, but productivity, whatever we want to call it, abundance, it's up to you to be able to establish what you need in your life so that you can tap in. And you are worth it. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. I'm worthy. You worthy. We all worthy. It's our birthright. But we gotta be stronger co-creators. You gotta, come on. We gotta get our strength up, get our will up, get our zeal up for ourselves. A lot of us are exerting our will and our zeal and all of that for other people, other jobs, our family, all that, for yourself. So sometimes you got to get to know yourself. You got to get to love yourself. You got to get to trust yourself. That's a process. So I'll repeat again, if you need some support, I'm here. You can book a session. Coaching is great. You know, a lot of people like to come and get energy clearance and reading and stuff, and they kind of skip the coaching sessions. You need a coaching session. Because the energy clearing is good, and it'll simmer the energy down, and it'll get you on cloud nine for a while, and the reading can give you some insight. But coaching gives you tools, gives you guidance, gives you a path. It helps you to create a pathway to these things, for these things to become your lifestyle, for you to know how to clear your own energy, for you to know how to establish a life that can keep your chakras open. And it helps you to get that pathway. Well, what do I need to do, Queen? Well, this is what, and it's all according to you. Like, I'm sure there was something that you pulled away from this video, this live, or other things that you hear throughout the day, not just myself, because there's a lot of individuals out in this world who are beautiful teachers. They're great teachers. So you can pull from that, and you can darn it go on YouTube and, be a part of all type of free workshops and learn how to get your life. But it's nothing like coaching. I started coaching, personal coaching, maybe like 4 years ago. Is when I first indulged in personal coaching. It was revolution. It was dynamic. It really pushed me to totally let go of contract work and full-time do this. Personal coaching is really what helped me to build up that faith and courage enough to take that leap. Personal coaching is amazing. I still have a personal coach, and then other people who I coach with, or who I sit with and I seek counsel from, or I allow counsel from, because I don't really seek it out too much, but it comes to me because that's in my prayers. May counsel come to me, in abundance, good counsel, wisdom, may I be poured. So I'm blessed to be able to have a lot of people in my life that, when spirit moves them, I feel comfortable with them supporting me and giving me what spirit has led them to give me. So coaching, get you a coach. If you don't quite know, book a coaching session. It's at the link in my bio or the link in the caption here in this YouTube video. Also, it was one more thing I was gonna mention. Yes. Commit to yourself. Be loyal to you. Be loyal to your highest self. And oftentimes the culprit, the enemy, if you will, the thing you got to keep at bay the most is that ego. It's that ego. The ego wants to be sad. It wants to be scared. It wants to be lonely. It wants to be shy. It wants to be whatever. It wants to be comfortable. It wants to be all of that, So be loyal to yourself. So sometimes you got to talk Many times you got to talk that ego down. Oh no, we're not doing that today. I'm loyal to my higher self. So no, ego wants me to be tired right now. I'm not going to be tired. I'm going to get up and do my 30-minute movements for today. I don't care what it is. You know how many times I am tired when I get home? And, I know that I haven't moved for the last maybe couple of days. I haven't did a good cardio workout. So I just get up. Thank God I have enough equipment in my living room to throw together a circuit for me real quick. I put together a little circuit, address all parts of my body, push my strength up, do the things for my strength, and it's done. I feel so much better afterwards. I feel stronger afterwards. I feel grateful. I feel happy with myself that I committed to myself, and you need that. Oftentimes when we just we bend, we keep bending. It's like we don't know, but we're subtly disappointing ourselves. And the more and more you disappoint yourself, you subtly begin to distrust yourself. And then we start in this cycle of now you got to build back up the value of yourself, build back up the love of yourself, and build back up the trust of yourself. It's nothing like being able to trust yourself. To know yourself, love yourself, trust yourself should be what you're devoting yourself to. You want to know what you should be devoting yourself to? Devote yourself to getting to know self, getting to love self, and getting to trust self. Devote yourself to that. When I say discipline, devotion, sacrifice, discipline yourself, devote yourself to getting to know, love, and trust yourself. Then discipline yourself so that you can take care of yourself, and then make sacrifices so that you can be yourself. Discipline, devotion, and sacrifices. So the purpose of this video was to talk about ways to make sure you have a productive and easy flowing day. I pray that you were able to gain that from it, and so much more, because you know how I do. I just keep on talking, and wherever spirit lead, it leads. So give thanks, y'all. Happy Tuesday. I pray that you have a super productive Tuesday. And like I said, stay tuned, because I got so much coming. It's so exciting. It just really is just so exciting. And I'm just so happy about everything. And it feels so good to be divinely inspired and to be able to create. We are creators. It's so beautiful to be able to create. And you don't even know your capacity of how much you can create. Take care of yourself, love yourself, trust yourself, and allow yourself to be that creator that you are. So much love and light to y'all. Peace and love, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. I'm talking about peace. Hold on. Somebody up here asked the question I said I'm gonna answer real quick, and I'm gonna do it real quick. Would you recommend going to the gym in the morning? That face I need to watch. Would I recommend going to the gym in the morning? Only if it's in alignment with your peace. Some seasons I like the gym, some seasons I do not. When the sun is out, I don't like the gym. I don't do the gym in the morning. I do my meditation. I go ahead and get my workday going, and at lunchtime I do my movement. I'll go and, like I said, I go to a place where I can walk, and it's a nice little walk. Sometimes gym, I just don't vibe with it. So you just got to really go with the vibe. But I would, I also, it's really seasonally. So I say, yeah, it just depends on the vibe. Seasonally, I like working out in the morning and then going about my day. This season, I haven't been doing that. I've been doing my meditation, devotion, my tea, chilling out, getting my mind right and all that kind of stuff, get my day going. And then in the middle of the day, when I need a little break, that's another thing I do during the day. I make sure I break up the energy. I don't sit for 9 straight hours, 10 straight hours doing no, I'm going to break it up. So I'll spend an hour on something, then I'll break it up. I'll read for 30 minutes. Then I'll, I may, start doing something else. Then I'll do this, and, so, cause it keeps the energy flowing so you don't get tired and, your brain don't get burnt out. If you're in Douglasville, Kuumba Coffee has walking nearby. Okay. I'm definitely going to check it out if I'm in Douglasville. Yeah, I know that area. I'm trying to find balance in commuting an hour to and from work. It's so draining. Girl, pray that thing out your life. Pray that out your life. Pray that out your life for real. Speak that out your life. Use the new moon. Speak it out your life. because some things you just don't need in your life, you know. And is that an hour there and an hour back, you know? Before that, prior to that though, and I hope you're still on the line, love, light, and happiness. Prior to that though, what you want to do, and this is, you know, this is a kind of like a quote unquote manifestation tip. As you're praying to let that commute get out your life, start to enjoy your commute. So sprinkle some nice essential oils in your car. You know, keep a little bottle of essential oils. I keep a little incense tray right here that I burn a little incense. I keep a little Palo Santo stick. I also have a chunk of citrine in my car so the energy can be good. So if I'm in traffic, you know what I'm saying, the energy is still good. It's all good. I keep my little meditation balls in here. Girl, every place. I am laughing at myself because this is really me. I keep a little meditation balls in here just in case I have a day where I gotta be, you know, moving around all day. I don't have those days a lot anymore, but some days it be like that. So get your meditation ball, you know, go on to Queen Yenn's YouTube channel, listen to some meditations, you know, listen to you something good, that type of things. I keep my little elderberry things in here. So like, if you're gonna be in your car, make it an enjoyable space so that you can vibrate at the frequency of enjoyment. Because when you're shifting in life, when you're calling newness in life, you can't. Well, you can. This is what I was gonna say. I'll say it and then I'll give some context. You can't call in something joyous from a place of dissatisfaction, right? What may happen is the commute may go away, but you still are not content and you still are not happy, kind of thing. So what you want to do is enjoy your commute for now while you're still praying to get that out your life, move that out your life. And so it will be removed and you're not bringing any residue of the stagnant energy, if that makes sense. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you, and all my commuters, really, because I know it can get rough. I know that can be rough. I'm so grateful that I ain't gotta touch my car if I don't want to. Give thanks. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. I definitely can commit myself. Okay, let's see. Boom, boom. I'm trying to find. She said, Planner Universe says, listen to Queen and Abraham Hicks. I'm telling you, Abraham Hicks used to be my go-to when I have an hour commute. That's what I do. She said, I definitely commute. The drive is draining physically, which makes it extremely hard for me to work out. Plus, I'm a single dad, but it's not impossible. It's right. It's not impossible. As long as you know that it's not impossible. And just try to make it as least draining as possible. Try to breathe, do your breath work while you're driving, you know, just make it real comfortable, as comfortable as you can until you pray it out your life, because that's what we ultimately want. And I got your back. I'll be praying with you. I definitely can commit myself to that. I'm already unavailable until after 10. Good. Okay, she said, so I got somebody on board with the no disruptions till afternoon. Yes, I want to be happy. Okay, I think that's all the questions I definitely desire. I'm taking personal leave from work. Good, due to exactly what you're speaking on. Lord, the habits are substitutes for instant gratification. That's the perfect words. That's what the words I was looking for, brother. They weren't coming fast enough. Hey, Shay. Thank you. That beauty is illuminating from the car. And I didn't see them come back to their car, so you know, I might have some smiles and giggles where I go this morning. Let me stop. I'm not gonna stop. Oh man, Ashe, give thanks, sister. She said, I'm spiritually fed every time. Loyalty to myself is confirmation to me. Ashe. Ashe, Planner Universe. Sister. It's good to see you on here. What's up, Bunsy? You still here? Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay. Duly noted. I'll check out your YouTube. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Hey, sis. How's that grandbaby doing? Aww. These grandbabies be growing fast. That baby probably walking by now. Aw, you gotta tell your daughter to bring the baby by the farm. Bring the baby by the farm. All right, y'all. Peace and love. Thank y'all for joining me this AM. This replay will be on YouTube just in case you want to check it out, or send it to somebody else who you think may need to hear it. Love and light to all of y'all. Peace.